Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're counting down the 10 most expensive cities in the world. No fluff, no waiting. Let's jump straight in and see which cities will cost you the most. Number 10. Los Angeles ranks among the most expensive cities in the United States, and the high costs hit almost every part of daily life. Rent is one of the biggest pressures. Demand for housing constantly outweighs supply, which keeps prices climbing year after year. Groceries, transportation, utilities, and healthcare are all noticeably higher than the national average, making basic living far from cheap. The city's huge population and global importance also play a role. LA is a center for entertainment, tech, fashion, and international trade, which draws millions of people and businesses. That level of activity boosts the economy but also pushes living costs upward. Even day-to-day things, like parking, eating out, or commuting, tend to cost more than in most American cities. Many people dream of the LA lifestyle, but the reality is that maintaining it requires a strong budget. The sunshine and opportunities are great, but they come with a price tag that not everyone can handle. Number 9. Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas, is known for its tropical beauty but also for its extremely high cost of living. Because the islands rely heavily on imported goods, everyday essentials like food, toiletries, fuel, and building materials are all noticeably more expensive than in many other cities around the world. Even basic groceries can cost double what you'd pay in larger countries. Housing is another major expense. Limited land, high demand, and a strong tourism economy keep rents and property prices elevated, especially in areas near the coast. Utilities can be costly too, since electricity production on the islands depends on imported fuel. Despite these challenges, Nassau attracts people from around the world thanks to its beaches, warm weather, and strong tourism industry. The city has a relaxed island atmosphere, but living there long-term requires a budget that matches the high prices. The beauty is real, but so is the expense. Number 8. London is one of the most expensive cities on the planet, and the cost shows up in almost every part of daily life. Housing is the biggest challenge. Rent and property prices are among the highest in Europe, especially in central areas where demand far outweighs supply. Even small apartments can cost a fortune, and many residents spend a large part of their income just to stay in the city. Day-to-day living is also costly. Groceries, transportation, dining out, and services all come at premium prices. The city's public transport system is one of the best in the world, but fares are noticeably higher compared to most major capitals. Even simple things like coffee, lunch, or a night out can quickly add up. Part of the reason London stays expensive is its global importance. It's a major financial hub, a center for arts and culture, and a magnet for international workers and students. Millions want to live and work there, which pushes demand, and prices, even higher. London offers opportunity, diversity, and history, but enjoying everything the city provides requires a strong budget. It's exciting, fast, and full of life, but definitely not cheap. Number 7. New York City is famous for its energy and opportunity, but it's equally known for being one of the most expensive places to live. Housing is the biggest factor. Rent in Manhattan and many parts of Brooklyn and Queens can reach levels that are among the highest in the world. Even small apartments come with huge price tags, and competition for space keeps costs climbing. Daily expenses are also high. Groceries, transportation, coffee, eating out, and entertainment all cost more than the US average. The subway is affordable compared to other big cities, but everything else, from taxis to parking to simply grabbing a meal, adds up fast. Utilities and healthcare costs in NYC are also noticeably above national standards. What drives the prices is the city's constant demand. New York is a global center for finance, media, fashion, art, and tech, attracting millions of people who want to work, study, or start businesses there. That constant pressure on housing, services, and resources keeps the overall cost of living high. New York offers unmatched energy and endless things to do, but living comfortably there requires a very strong budget. It's a city full of opportunity, but opportunity doesn't come cheap. Number 6. Paris is one of Europe's most iconic cities, but it's also one of the most expensive. The cost of living is high across the board, starting with housing. Apartments in central Paris are small, pricey, and extremely competitive, and even the outer districts have rents that are well above the national average. Buying property is even harder, with prices continuing to rise every year. Daily life isn't cheap either. Groceries, transportation, cafes, and basic services all come with premium prices. Eating out, even in simple restaurants, can quickly stretch a budget, and the cost of entertainment, cultural events, and nightlife is noticeably higher than in most French cities. Utilities and taxes also contribute to the overall expense. Paris stays expensive because it's a major global capital, a center of fashion, tourism, culture, business, and international diplomacy. Millions of people want to live or work there, and that constant demand keeps prices high. The city offers incredible beauty, history, and lifestyle, but enjoying it comfortably requires solid financial stability. Paris is magical, but it's a magic that comes at a cost. Number 5. Copenhagen consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities in Europe. The cost of living is high across almost every category. Housing, groceries, transportation, dining, and services all carry a premium. Apartments in the city are pricey, especially in central neighborhoods, and demand often exceeds supply, pushing rents and property prices even higher. Daily expenses are also significant. Eating out, taking public transport, or even buying everyday groceries can cost far more than in other European cities. Utilities, healthcare, and taxes contribute further to the overall expense. Despite these costs, Copenhagen's quality of life is exceptional, with reliable infrastructure, clean streets, and an emphasis on sustainability and cycling. The high prices reflect both the city's wealth and its global appeal. Copenhagen is a hub for business, culture, and innovation, attracting professionals and students from around the world. While living there requires a strong budget, many find that the city's safety, efficiency, and lifestyle make the expense worthwhile. Number 4. Geneva is one of the most expensive cities in the world, known for its high quality of life and its high costs. Housing is a major factor, with rent and property prices among the highest in Europe. Even modest apartments can come with hefty price tags, especially near the lake or in the city center. Daily living is also costly. Groceries, dining out, transportation, healthcare, and utilities all exceed typical European prices. Imported goods and luxury services are particularly expensive, reflecting both the city's wealth and its international character. Geneva's high costs are driven by its global importance. It's a center for diplomacy, hosting numerous United Nations offices and international organizations, and it's home to major banking and finance institutions. The city attracts professionals from around the world, which increases demand for housing and services. While living in Geneva comes with a steep price, residents benefit from excellent public services, safety, and a picturesque location along Lake Geneva with views of the Alps. It's a city that blends opportunity and luxury, if you can afford it. Number 3. Zurich is consistently ranked among the most expensive cities in the world, and the high cost of living is felt in nearly every aspect of daily life. Housing is particularly costly, with rents and property prices among the highest in Europe. Even small apartments in central neighborhoods carry hefty price tags, and finding affordable options can be a real challenge. Everyday expenses are also high. Groceries, dining out, transportation, utilities, and healthcare all exceed typical European prices. Imported goods and luxury items add further strain to a standard budget. Despite the costs, Zurich offers exceptional quality of life, with reliable public services, low crime rates, and efficient public transport. The city's expensive lifestyle is driven by its role as Switzerland's financial and economic hub. Zurich is home to major banks, international corporations, and a highly skilled workforce, which keeps demand and prices elevated. Living in Zurich comes at a cost, but residents enjoy safety, cleanliness, beautiful surroundings, and access to cultural and professional opportunities that few cities can match. Number 2. Hong Kong is famous for its skyline and bustling economy, but it's also one of the most expensive cities in the world. Housing is the biggest challenge, space is extremely limited, and rent for even small apartments is astronomical. Many residents live in compact flats, and finding affordable housing is nearly impossible in central areas. Daily life is expensive as well. Groceries, dining, transportation, healthcare, and utilities all cost far more than in most other Asian cities. Imported goods, international schools, and private services add to the high living expenses. Even commuting can be pricey, with public transport fares rising steadily. The city's high costs are driven by its status as a global financial and business hub. Hong Kong attracts professionals, investors, and expatriates from all over the world, creating intense demand for housing, goods, and services. Life in Hong Kong can be fast-paced and full of opportunity, but maintaining a comfortable lifestyle requires a strong budget. Number 1. Ladies and gentlemen. Topping the list, Singapore is widely considered the most expensive city in the world. Housing alone can take a huge chunk of income, with central condos and private apartments costing more than in almost any other city. Even public housing is costly compared to global standards. Daily expenses add up quickly. Groceries, dining out, transportation, utilities, and healthcare all come with premium prices. Imported goods, private schools, and high-end services push the cost of living even higher. Singapore's status as a global financial, trade, and tech hub attracts professionals and businesses from every corner of the world, keeping demand and prices extremely high. Life in the city offers stability, safety, and modern convenience, but maintaining comfort here requires a very strong budget. Singapore isn't just expensive, it's a city where the cost of living sets the global standard.